Let's go to Dima from Brooklyn. Dima from Brooklyn, welcome to the David Pakman Show.
Hello, David. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure.
I wanted to ask you, I was a bit curious, how far do you think, or rather, how long do you think the United States will keep supporting, the current government in Ukraine?
Uh, I think the answer to that depends on who wins in November of 2024. To me, it seems as though if Joe Biden wins, there is an appetite to continue supporting Ukraine. There's an argument that it's a quote great deal that without troops on the ground, with a very small sliver of the total military or defense budget, um, Ukraine has been able to hold back Russia and create serious problems for Russia in what was thought to maybe be a very easy win for them. And so I think with that paradigm in mind, if Biden wins, the appetite will remain. If Trump wins, it seems that it may be far more short lived. And I mean, Trump says he'll solve it in 24 hours. I doubt he will. But regardless, it seems that if Republicans are relatively in control and Trump wins, or whoever the Republican is that is the nominee wins, that the support for Ukraine may be stopped relatively quickly, but maybe not.
All right, well, I appreciate your insight. Thank you.
My pleasure. All right. Dima from Brooklyn. Great to hear from you. Let's go next to Matt from Yorkshire. Matt, welcome to the David Pakman Show. What's on your mind today?
Afternoon, David. How are we?
We're doing well.
Good, good. Now, I apologise if this has already been covered. I did join in a little bit late. Um, with the speaker being ousted last night, I've just come across a tweet from Midas Touch, touting some of the runners and the riders on there. I was just wondering what your thoughts might be
In
on.
terms of who will be the next speaker, you're saying?
Yeah, well, the Midas Touch tweet excretion, whatever they call them these days, um, throws up conspiracy theorist Nancy Mace, Steve Scalise, who's calling himself David Duke without the baggage, Jim Jordan, who we all know what he's been like, and of course the giant orange menace himself. I just thought who gets who gets the nod? Do you reckon?
Listen, at this point, predicting what this Republican Party is going to do seems like maybe the most fraught exercise we could possibly partake in. These people are nuts, okay?
Yeah.
Now, I do think it's very unlikely that they will make Trump the speaker. It doesn't seem plausible to me. I may end up eating my hat, but it just does not seem plausible to me. I don't think it's going to be Nancy Mace or Jim Jordan. It seems to me that they're the most likely, if we just say, like, what would be the least controversial way to approach this? It would be that Republicans find some kind of consensus moderate of sorts. And I don't know exactly who that is in the House, but that it would be someone maybe even relatively unknown to us. But I mean, it's a very difficult thing to predict what crazy people will do.
Yeah, it's the crazy people that hold the power, from what I can see.
Yeah,
Just
to some
from the
degree.
outside looking in, because you've got the idiots like Gates, Taylor Green, Boebert, who are well, they exercised the power that they had over the last one. So
Yeah, very much so.
yeah,
Very much
so
so. So listen, we'll see. I don't know how long
yeah.
it's going to take, but at some point, my instinct is we'll all be sort of surprised by the answer.
Do you foresee several rounds of voting in a couple more days of the process like we had last time?
Probably.
Thanks for your time, David. Have a good one.
All right, Matt from Yorkshire, great to hear from you. Very much appreciate the call. Let's go to Lily from Germany, who is also a member at joinpacman.com. Lily, welcome to the program.
Hi, David. Very nice to talk to you.
Likewise.
I was I was wondering how you're selecting your topics for your show. Is it out of your interest for anything, or what most people are going to pay for something, or is it how you can influence a special topic to change something maybe?
The topic choice is basically four different considerations. It's number one, what am I interested in talking about on a particular day? Number two, what is the audience likely to be interested in? Number three, is this relevant in some way to what is happening in the world today? And number four, do I have something to say about it? If the answer is no to any of those questions, usually it doesn't make it onto the show.
Makes a lot of sense. And if I could, well, I would very welcome. I'm a little nervous. I'm sorry.
You're doing great,
If
Lily.
you
This is
could-
amazing.
If you could talk a little bit more about climate change, because whenever you talk about any of your subjects, I learned so much already. And I think you have, well, a lot of influence over people, and maybe one day it would help.
Listen,
Yes.
I am glad to continue talking about climate change. One of the difficulties about it, Lily, is we've said so much of what there is to say. We know so much of what it is we need to do. And yet, until we actually get some consensus from some of the crazy people in the United States that it's time to do something rather than nothing, it's very difficult to make any headway. And so it's sort of like, I will keep repeating, of course, what is the reality. But sometimes you get stuck and there's no movement because of the Republican Party.
That's so true.
Sad
Thank you
situation.
very much. Yes, it is in Germany as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me.
All right, Lily from Germany, thank you so much for the call.